Hello.
When we're in the van.
Right,
This
let's
is what
just
I'm going to
record.
sound like right in your
Oh
ear.
my goodness.
At night.
Two sweaty bodies.
Oh, you do disgusting.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Veloccino podcast, where the best stories have not yet been written.
Actually, it's a veloccino cycling podcast because I think Google has to say is picking up on that.
Really?
Mm.
So what, Google can pick up on what's part of the audio and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, that is something I didn't know.
Yeah. So we actually have to insist on saying veloccino cycling.
Okay, I'll try that one again. Hello, and welcome to the Veloccino cycling podcast,
Where the best stories.
where the best stories have not yet been written. Do you know what? This is probably one of the, how many podcasts we've done now? I think we're almost up to...
63.
Yeah, and yet we still haven't quite worked out how to start the podcast without some sort of chaotic shambles of an introduction.
That's absolutely fine.
I'm sure it is. But luckily, if anybody has listened to the previous 60, they'll be loyal fans, hopefully.
62.
62, indeed. So, Niels, who is our guest for this week?
Oh, you will never guess.
Oh, is it Nuno Schurter?
Who?
Nuno Schurter.
It's Nino.
Nino Schurter.
It's not Nuno. I don't know what. My English is not really advanced, but I think Nuno is a very derogative term.
No. Actually, Nuno is a Portuguese man's name. I've got a friend called Nuno who I was thinking of in my head when I said it. But yes, Nino Schurter. Anyway, it's not him, I'm guessing. Well, Niels, it's a surprise for me this week. Who is tonight's special guest?
Oof, well, I don't know. Who is our guest?
Well, hoping that one of us knows, because if neither of us knows, this could be the shortest podcast we've ever done.
So, our guest today will actually be our very own Gemma Felstead.
Hi, guys.
So you are the guest.
Yeah, it's just me.
How does that work?
So what, next week you're going to be the guest and the week after I'm going to be the guest? Is that going to be the plan?
Yeah, because we don't get any better guests.
Okay, well, you can reuse content. That works well. Excellent. But no, now, tonight is not, we're joking around. Gemma is our guest because, Gemma, what competition are you doing in the near future?
Oh, I'm going to have to get this right now. So it's the UCI Masters Worlds Cyclocross. I'm not sure if all those words are in quite the right order. It starts with UCI.
You had me at UCI.
And
Let's
then
face it.
and Worlds.
And Worlds.
Masters is when you're really old, right?
I think it's 35 and over.
Oh, wow.
35 and over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over as far as you like.
And over and went over. That doesn't matter. I had a beer.
You had a beer?
I had a beer.
Good. So now, Gem, you last week, just to catch the listeners up, the three of us met in a cafe. We only had about 10 minutes, and you invited, for some reason, me and Niels to do what for your Cyclocross World Championship?
Well, first of all, obviously, revealed the location. So it could be anywhere in the world.
Yes.
And
We'll make sure the passports are ready.
Oh, mine are not actually. Mine are expired.
Okay. Well, Jem, where is...
Well, lucky, really, because it's in Ipswich.
Ipswich.
I tell you what, if I was going to plan a World Championships for cyclocross and I was looking anywhere I could go in October... November, in around the world, why not pick Ipswich?
I don't even know where that is.
Suffolk?
Yeah, it's basically...
must be under just below Norfolk, right?
Correct.
Because I guess Norfolk is like north of Suffolk. Suffolk is like south of Suffolk.
Yes, and Ipswich is pretty much in the fuck. 3 easy directions to Ipswich. You go east, and if you get wet and you're in the sea, you've gone too far and come back a little bit.
Then you're in the fuck.
Yeah. You are in the fuck. Yeah. So we've got the sea. And what is it now that you've killed us with the fact that we're not going to some sunny place to support you? What is it you need us to do?
Well, the thing is, guys, I need you obviously to support me. That would be amazing. But I need you to help me with something else, which is not just about spectating and generally being great veloccino supporters. I need you to be my pit crew.
Pit crew. Now,
It sounds like work.
This sounds like work, and you did reveal this to us last week, and Niels and I got very excited. I wasn't quite sure what it entailed, and I thought it meant that I could get to hold like Gemma's number up above my head and stand in front of her placing on the grid, and that maybe I'd have to wear some sort of short, skimpy like clothing, just walk up and down with the number. But apparently it's not to do with that.
No, it started well. I said, right, come on, guys, let's meet for a coffee. I need to go through some of this information with you. We don't have a lot of time, so we said, right, let's grab half an hour. Let's pop down to the coffee shop, and I'll give you a quick briefing because we need to get this rolling. You know, it's a couple of weeks to go. Mike and I turned up on time, obviously. Hi, Mike. Haven't seen you for a while. Hi, Gem. Yep, not seen you for a while. Oh, we'll just wait a bit for Niels.
Yes.
But then he arrived on what he claimed to be his fast bike.
Yeah, I had to fix the brakes because it's so fast. I had to fix the brakes.
I then reminded him that the reason it's fast is because the journey from his house to the coffee shop is all downhill.
It is really fast. It is. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace.
Exactly. Now, what was the enormous sum you paid for this lightning steed that you have?
£40.
£40.
However, I upgraded it with like cyclocross tires. They were £60.
You spent more money on tyres than the cost of the entire bike.
It's super fast.
It is downhill. We could understand that it would be fast downhill. Yeah. It's not the lightest weight bike you've ever owned, is it?
I'm not the lightest rider, so downhill, it's fast.
Yeah, I suppose combined weight.
Combined weight is unstoppable. It must be. Yeah, it's a hell of a bike. I got a chance to have a quick spin on it at one point.
Do you like the granny handlebars?
Yeah, the handlebars was the interesting thing. It felt, I'll be honest, it did feel like a proper bike from the saddle back, from the saddle forward. I felt like I should have a basket on the front of it or something with a little soft toy dog with its head out the front. It felt like that kind of a steed.
You know what I'm going to do with it? I will race next year the National Gravel Championships with it.
On that?
Yes.
I don't think
actual bike.
On that one.
I don't think the word race would really come into it. You might.
I'm going to win.
You're going to tour. You're going to tour the laps of the Gravel Championships.
No, I want to shock everyone at the start, and then
They will be shocked.
going to win.
They will be shocked. Yeah.
You know how annoyed everyone is that I overtake. Everyone would be like, "What the?"
When has anyone been annoyed that you overtook them, Niels?
Well, I would have to overtake them first.
It was that granny that was on their way down the hill when you overtook them.
Anyways.
It's not about me.
It's not about the bike.
It's not about
the bike. But so yes, when you finally arrived, Gem, you gave us a few jobs to research.
Yeah, because we didn't have very long, so I said, right, we'll do a full briefing next week. That being now, but I need you guys to get on with some stuff now. So Niels, you were on accommodation, actually. Rather selfishly, I sorted my own accommodation, and I did offer for the guys. I was like, right, I'm staying at the Premier Inn, really close, and Niels was like, nope, I've got something even better than that. So in a minute, hopefully, Niels, you can reveal what that is. But I still have my accommodation, so I'm pretty safe, but Mike, good luck.
Yeah, I'm probably more keen to hear what has been organised for the accommodation, if I'm honest.
And for Mike, I said, right, there's some equipment we need, some kit. So you're going to be on kit and equipment.
Yep, I'm very much like Q from James Bond, the quartermaster. I am set and ready.
And these guys said, don't worry, Gem, we've got it sorted. You just concentrate on your training and getting to the race. So we're now... 10, maybe 12 days away. I think we should check to see where we're at.
I just want to hang on. Like chip in there for a second. I think you're not Q. I think I am Q. I think you are Mike Moneypenny.
Mike Moneypenny. I'll take Mike Moneypenny. That's fine. But you know, I've put a lot of thought into the kit that's required. I've done my research.
Okay, you're cute. I'm Niels Money. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. But you know, you've all. So look, where do you want to start, Gem? Do you want to hear about the kit, or do you want to hear about the accommodation?
I think we should go for the accommodation because the accommodation is actually the night before. So if you haven't got that sorted, we're going to be in trouble for the day. So Niels, really over to you. What's the deal with the accommodation that you've got sorted?
So, as some of the listeners know, only if you follow me on Instagram, Niels.veloccino. Shameless self-plug. We got a van recently, a really cool VW T6, and we are going to sleep in our van.
We're sleeping. Whoa, hang on. We're sleeping in the van.
Yes.
In November.
In Norfolk.
Suffolk. Exactly.
Ipswich.
It's one of the fucks.
Not in the van.
Not in the van. So hang on, I've seen. Look, I have had the pleasure of being in the van when we've gone out for rides and stuff. I didn't see a bed in your van.
This is why I wanted to call myself Q, because I was really busy and I built up really, really nicely. And I honestly, I put it out here. If anyone sees it, they will be jealous. I put like a little platform in the rear, and I bought a nice king size mattress, memory foam.
Double mattress.
Not king size.
King size, as in, oh, what, right, yeah.
It's like for the kings.
Yeah, okay.
For me
I'm with
and you.
So for accommodation, you've put a piece of wood in the back of the car.
No, it's aluminium. So I really made a nice platform with drawers underneath and stuff.
Let's put your clothes away, Mike.
It's really.
No, my clothes are staying on.
No, I even installed LED lights and stuff for us to see. So, and also we have a nice barbecue.
You
guys
got me.
You guys gave it to me for my birthday.
For your birthday, yeah.
And maybe I will bring like a parasol or something.
Parasol.
But the cool thing is we can sleep right next to the track.
I thought you were going to say right next to each other.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. I don't know yet how we're going to do this. Do you snore?
Really loudly, yeah.
Which end?
What about you? Do you snore? Which end? Do you snore?
No.
Which end?
Anyways,
great. So I'm going to be sleeping in a stinking, freezing van.
We can leave the rear open of the van. Anyways, I even installed what's it called?
Heating?
Curtains.
Curtains?
Oh, curtains.
Oh, curtains. I was wondering where that was going.
And I ordered...
I thought it was going to be restraints.
A 12V blanket, for like a heating blanket.
Heated blanket?
Yeah. In case
that
nippy.
That is the one redeeming feature. So I'm now sleeping in the back of the van. At least on the upside, I don't have too far to travel in the morning to the race. And yeah.
In fact, the only thing you have to bring is a wellies and a pyjama.
Wellies and a pajamas. Okay.
And yeah, well, I can provide torches, but I thought it was the cheapest option for all of us.
I'm loving it.
And also, what I really look forward, because it's the UCI World Champions for old people, masters,
35 and over,
masters. There will be international guests, I hope, and I hope they all come as camper vans, and then they all park next to each other, and they all park next to us, and we can leave the doors open, and we can drink beer together, and we can celebrate.
Niels, this is dogging. You're talking about dogging.
No. I mean, I really think that could happen.
It might happen if you get
there are people
we're going to have the
Belgium coming, right?
Yeah, I had a look. We do actually have the entry list. I'll come on to that. So we've got the Belgians there, Swiss, Slovakia. I think it's tricky because they only give you like 3 letters for the country, and I haven't worked them all out yet. But yeah, I guess the people are going to camp.
You can Google.
Well, yeah, I just haven't, as I say, not got around to it.
But
yeah,
Germans.
we can camp.
We have to stay.
Yes, Germans. Yeah.
Stay away from the Germans.
Yeah. Don't trust them. They'll probably, it's all right. They'll probably just have their towels out on the space whenever we turn up anyway on the side of where we're going to go.
Oh, I need deck chairs.
We do. We need to get some deck chairs and put some towels out on them, I think.
None of this is going to happen. It's going to be absolutely freezing and you're going to be huddled up inside the van with the tailgate closed.
Huddle means cuddle, right?
Less intimate.
It could be.
Or naked sweaty.
Could be. Actually, I tell you what, because we've got this.
Slipping over each other.
Well, the thing is, we've got this these microphones here. So if I get a bit closer, Niels, this is how it's going to sound in the van. Niels, please warm your hands up.
Are you still awake? Mike, I can't sleep. But I also bought
Niels,
a 12-feet tea kettle, by the way, in case you
a kettle.
In case you need like a peppermint tea or something.
Yeah. Nothing like a cup of Rohypnol before I'm sleeping in a van with a strange man. Right, brilliant. So we've got accommodation.
Not strange.
You're not unfamiliar.
Yeah.
No, but strange, nonetheless. But loved.
Bring your pyjama.
Indeed, I will. And so accommodation is now taken care of. Yes, you just need to know about the kit.
The kit, really, yeah. So, what have you got, Mike?
Well, hang on. Are you racing in GB kit because it's the World Championships?
No, we did speak about this, actually. I am going to have to race brilliantly in Veloccino kit.
Oh, that's amazing.
If
it's the best kit in the world.
If you wanted to put me like a GB flag on it, yeah. With pen or something, I don't know. No. Maybe we could just sew it on.
And
no,
nothing looks more professional than a hand-drawn flag on your racing.
Are you racing as GB or England?
I don't know.
Or Wales?
GB. I haven't looked. I need to look at my 3-letter code.
Yeah? Is it ENG, I guess? Or GBR?
It's normally a
GBR.
GBR, I should think. But it's always probably a good idea to know which country you're racing for before you arrive. Just to prepare yourself for the interviews, if nothing else, afterwards.
I will check. I've already made actually one mistake. There was a big email went out to all competitors that said your name will be flagged, and it really was flagged in red if you are an idiot, mostly if you're British, and you've put in your British Cycling membership number instead of your UCI number. Yep, that was me.
Is it not the same?
No, evidently not. I had to ask the rest of the Veloccino girls where I could find my UCI number.
Do you know where to find your UCI number, Niels?
Yeah.
Yeah?
On my membership card of British Cycling, I guess.
That is right, actually, your race licence.
Oh, really? Is it on there?
If it is an actual race licence and not just a membership card.
No. It's a race licence. I always sign up as a racer because I am always very confident that I will race in the season and then I never race.
Yeah. But do you know what? I think we've actually got this far through our podcast. We've actually hit a point of education for anybody listening. If anyone is still listening, which is that your UCI number is your race pass number.
Yeah, not your British Cycling number.
See, there you go. Look, we are a public service.
Okay. And it was only, I'm pretty sure the email went, or maybe the Facebook post, it was only the British people that made this mistake.
You know what? I really think it was just aimed for you. You were the only recipient of the email. And it's like, dear all competitors at Gemma Felstead.
I felt terrible. I thought, I'm going to be kicked out because it said, if you do not have one, please contact your local federation immediately. And I was like, well, if I don't have a UCI number, I've forgotten to do the details. But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all sorted, yep.
Good. Now, you, in terms of kit, you did tell us that you've already got some of the kit. So we do know that with cyclocross, there are some elements of the pit. So one of the things is that you have a backup bike.
Mm-hmm. So sorted.
Yep.
Because
you told us this was sorted.
Didn't want to risk.
I couldn't I would have offered you the fast bike.
I did think about it, but I've gone for Meatball's bike.
Oh, okay.
It's faster, marginally.
Brilliant. So you've marginally and about less than a third of the weight, I should think. So, so you've got two bikes now. For those of you who are new to cyclocross, and that does include me because I've had to look a lot of this up on YouTube. It would appear that there's two bikes normally, one being ridden by the rider and the second one is in the pits. And the reason for this is that it can be incredibly muddy. So your bike can get completely clogged up and you haven't got time to wait for it to be washed. So you take out the second bike and that at that point, the pit crew leap into action.
You guys, yeah.
Yep. And we spend most of our time like coiled springs, ready to go. But then what we do is we take your bike that you've just left and we clean it really, really quickly. Make sure it's completely clean, free-flowing, ready to go. And then off you go. So the things that you did say that you've got is we've got a jet wash power washer.
Jet wash, yep.
And we've got 2 bikes
Yes.
ready for us to do this, right?
And some thing to put the water in.
Yeah.
For the jet wash.
Brilliant. So in terms of kit for us and for what else you would require, I did put a lot of thought into it. And as I said, I did some research by looking up cyclocross races. And first of all...
That's good.
Yeah. So the first thing is that I have ordered myself and Niels a Mario and Luigi outfit. So that...
What cyclocross race were you watching on YouTube?
Well, most of the time people seem to be just stood around waving cowbells and dressed in morph suits.
Not
Who's
the
who?
people in the pit crew.
The most important is who is who.
Oh, what? Well,
You're Mario.
I'm going to be Mario, definitely. I mean, I've got the chest hair for it, yeah.
Oh, Luigi. Does Luigi have chest hair?
No.
I'm
Maybe
not
he does.
gonna-
I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So
So we will be easy to recognize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
and we
okay.
can, because it's a World Championship, we can also put like a GB flag on our...
that's true, yeah. So we... yeah. Now you say that, maybe I should have gone for black suits with bowler hats, like the Thompson twins out of the Tintin
No,
stuff.
it's absolutely fine. GB kit on the front and then on the back, Team GB pit crew.
Yeah,
Not Gemma's pit crew.
Gemma's pit crew.
Gemma's pit crew. But dressed with, obviously, and I've ordered some big fake moustaches for us to wear, which is important. But don't worry too much about
leave it
what's
on
on the
van?
back. Don't worry too much about what's on the back, because the capes will cover it most of the time.
With capes?
Yeah, all superheroes have capes. So Mario, we're sort of a pseudo Mario and Luigi. So I figured that was the first thing, so that you could see us when you were coming into the pits.
It's not brilliant, but it's not terrible, and I am incredibly grateful for your help. Okay, I'll go with it. Yeah.
Cool. So
Happy?
Indifferent.
indifferent. Great. So the second
The
thing
young
that
people,
I
all
know.
the young people, they are always just like...
Not young,
you
over
put-
35.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Master.
put in all this effort, this is all you get. Right. Anyway, so then I thought, obviously, the second thing you would want is motivation.
Yes, yeah,
and
definitely.
you would also want us to stay motivated.
Definitely,
Oh, yeah.
yep.
So
Yeah, we
we
need to be ready.
have music.
Oh, yes.
And I have a playlist already there. I was thinking, whilst you are stood on the line,
Oh, the grid, yeah.
on the grid, ready to go, that what would be really helpful is if I've got a really big speaker, I'm going to play the Rocky theme tune.
Gosh.
You know, the da 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 da
Yeah, I know it,
da 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 da. And then
Do
you
they
and
sing
I,
there, actually? Do they sing in this song, or is it just music?
yeah, it's Eye of the Tiger by Survivor is what it is. So we're going to have some decent rock. And I think this will also intimidate the opposition. If they see the two of us, and also Niels and I, one thing we do need to do is make sure that we get our dance routine really on point. To support.
I'm good actually in dancing.
Yeah.
Worry about. I was in dance school when I was 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me
Really?
at all.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. That's my
Maybe
mum.
you can be our guest next week.
My mum wanted me to go actually, so I went, and all the other guys from my school went as well. And then did I ever tell you this story? No, I didn't.
No, that's why I'm shocked.
It might be enough for another recording because it was hilarious.
Do you know what? Of all the things, I mean,
But we might have to cut too much out if I would actually talk about.
I'm excited to hear about it another time when you're our guest.
So now, can I just say, in addition to accommodation, Niels is now chief choreographer. But
Okay.
so you're going to have a dance routine from the two of us to keep you motivated. We're going to have the loud music being played whilst you're stood on the sideline. Those are the main two things. I thought the rest of anything else we need to do would just kind of fall into place.
Yeah. So what about, I suppose, I didn't specifically ask you to think about this, but I did send you some videos actually.
You
of
did?
Actually what to do.
Oh really?
Did you not look at them?
I did. I honestly, I opened the video, and the video was GCN doing an instruction on how to work in the pits.
Maybe GCN should watch a video of Veloccino how to
Indeed.
do the pits.
And I watched the first about 30 seconds of it, and then thought, how hard can it be? And then went on to Amazon, and that's when I started buying big fake moustaches and Luigi and Mario outfits.
So you watched the bit about pedal up then?
What?
Yes.
Is pedal up is
Just smile
What?
and nod,
No
Niels.
idea.
Niels.
Power up?
Smile and nod.
Right.
Smile
it's
and
like a
nod.
power up on Zwift.
No,
What's
it's
the pedal
fine.
up then?
I think
Go
we
on.
need to practice. We
Yeah.
do have time actually this weekend. We could go out for a pit practice.
Yeah. So what's
Oh, I have the kids.
so just to
They
help
can help.
Niels, because so just to help Niels on the pedal up thing, rather than me explain it to him, how
Yeah,
about
'cause-
you?
Oh,
You know, how about you
okay,
just
yeah,
explain it to him?
yeah,
Because I think that'd
yeah,
just be
okay.
easiest.
So when I come into the pits, I'm going to come off my bike. It may actually, to be fair, it may not just be dirty. I might have a mechanical.
Cool.
You guys
Oh.
are going to have to fix that.
No, we
Person.
just give you the other bike.
Yeah, but in between,
Oh.
you're going to have to fix the bike because what if I get another mechanical?
Well, then you're very unlucky.
Then you're fucked.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're
No,
this is
because
your-
you are my
in
pit
a-
crew.
You're in Suffolk. Yeah, yeah.
No, because you are my pit crew and you're not just washing the bikes, you're fixing them as well. I mean, all of this is unlikely, but
You-
it is possible.
Unlikely
You
that we'll
have
fix
seen-
it, or unlikely that we'll need to fix it.
Unlikely that you'll need to fix it, but possible for sure.
Have you seen me fixing bikes and what happened? Did you? I don't know if you knew each other by then, but there's one birthday ride that I had where I
Oh no, I thought
put a
you
new
were
bike together, and all of a sudden I ended up with my both cranks on my feet.
Yeah, you were riding along with a crank stuck on each foot, but
Yeah.
neither crank was attached to the bike.
So maybe Niels is responsible for the washing and Mike's responsible for the fixing of bikes, if there is any. So I'm going to come in and it will be obviously either really muddy, so I don't need to say anything, or I'm going to have to say rear puncher. And you guys are going to be on it.
On it like a car bonnet.
Okay, we can do that. A puncture I can fix,
Punctures we can
Maybe
do.
it's tubeless, so we'll be okay.
and we just pump it.
But to get the other bike ready, you have to think I'm going to be coming at speed, obviously,
Yep.
fast. So one of you is going to have
Because
to
it's the World
start.
Championships.
Yeah, pretty
Mm.
much, yeah. All the time, but yeah, specifically at the World Championships. So one of you is going to have to start running with that spare bike.
Whoa! Now, whoa!
How can we run with our wooden shoes?
Yeah,
Like this, we bought especially these Dutch wooden shoes to
we wanted to.
make our like Dutch
Yeah.
guests feel more comfortable.
Yeah,
Why just the Dutch?
because they're really
Yeah,
good at
they-
cycling.
They,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
fair
it's like I
enough,
think in
yeah.
Flanders, these big
Okay, fair enough.
klompens.
You didn't
Clogs.
talk about the Germans, did you?
So how can we?
Clogs.
No, they're not coming. How can we run with these?
Yeah, that's going to be tricky. So the other thing, Gemma,
Yeah.
is I'm guessing you're going to then jump off the bike and be running, and then we run,
So
and
one
then
of
you
you's
grab
going
the
to
bike.
one of you is going to be taking the bike from me. The other one will be running with the other bike so that I can leap on it with the right pedal up so that I can clip in and go.
Right pedal up.
Gem, I'm just going to tell you right now.
It's not going to happen, is it?
It's-
I can just picture the two of us running. I mean, one of the problems is that, Gem, before you were a cyclist, what did you do?
Runner.
You were a runner. You coach running, don't you?
Yeah,
You're quite a good runner, aren't you?
sometimes.
Niels and I, just one look at us, says we are not runners. Right?
Who are these two chubby guys with this bike? Oh my goodness, one of them is stuck with his foot in the spokes.
One of them looks like he's nicked that lady's bike.
Mario, Luigi, there they are.
You can imagine with the police. Yes, I saw this man. What did he look like? Well, he looked like Luigi, but wearing clogs with a cape and a massive fake moustache.
Maybe we need to do a dry run.
Yeah, I think we can do a dry run. I think any sort of run is part of the problem. The thing is, the idea that either Niels or I could run fast enough to stay ahead of you astonishes me. And then when you jump off your bike, that we could keep up long enough to take the other bike off you.
Yeah, imagine I'm coming in, so
This is... oh,
I'm. So imagine I'm coming in.
Yeah.
I'm going to obviously swing my leg over the bike and I'm going to be running. If you can't keep up with me, you won't be able to give me the other bike, will you?
I don't know. I'm really scared now. Like, nobody told me I have a responsibility.
I've got an idea.
I got
Why don't we
told I
get...
have a nice like accreditation thingy right around my neck, and
Yeah.
you know,
We're just going to swag around the pits looking like we knew what we were doing. But so, Neil, I've got an idea. You've got the fast bike, haven't you?
I have the fast bike.
How about the fast bike? You ride the fast bike whilst pulling the other bike along.
Is this allowed?
No.
Oh.
Okay. To be fair, guys.
It's because it's UCI, right? They always come up with these rules.
Yeah, crazy.
There's a lot of
things.
rules, actually.
Always UCI. Oh, my goodness.
I tell you what, to be fair, I will not be coming in that fast. Imagine it's going to be, it might be muddy.
Yeah.
So the mud is going to be slowing me down. For instance, the nationals I did, the girls were there, they pitted for me, they did an excellent job. Maybe actually it'd be a good idea to speak to them to get some tips. There was no speed involved for sure.
Okay.
I think they were pretty
Because
much
you're Gemma, you're slow.
sleeping by the time I got into them.
Gotcha.
In the van.
I think you'll be okay.
So one of us grabs the previous bike.
Yep.
And then one of us runs with the other bike, and you leap like a gazelle onto the other bike.
I actually do a little hop and kind of just get on it. But yeah, same outcome on the bike.
Brilliant on the bike, and off you go. And then we need to grab hold of that bike. We need to take it away, fix it, clean it, whatever needs doing to it. And then are you going to swap? Do people tend to swap back onto the original bike? Because I'm guessing that's normally the fast one, is it?
I'm really lucky actually because I've got Meatball's bike. It's just as good as my bike, so it's brilliant. I can ride both of them. They're interchangeable. It's easy to ride both. So really, it's just up to me to make a decision halfway around. If I get bored of one bike, swap to another.
If you want another half-hour bike change, you'll come in for it. If not, you just keep going.
Because I'll be like, "Are you ready? No, we're not ready. No, one more lap. Not ready yet."
Yeah, I just got a bit of a I don't know, like shivers down my spine because I thought we also have to get rid of our oversized sponge fingers.
The big foam fingers.
The big foam fingers, yeah.
I thought we were going to keep those.
How do we get them off when we have them on both hands?
Well, this is true. Thought we were going to use those for the start and maybe the finish.
No, I thought we used them to celebrate and to cheer you on, but also to wash the bike because it's foam.
Foam. Do you know what? Recycling is a big thing. That's a very eco-friendly idea.
That's what I thought. But how do we get them off? Anyways.
I'm reasonably confident. I mean, we're one step
you should,
further.
otherwise you wouldn't go to the Worlds, right?
No, not just me, in you guys.
In us?
Obviously, I'm confident in my own ability.
You know, I learned at uni. This is one thing that I learned at uni that I took away from it, and I will never forget. Optimism is a lack of information.
Was this advice of one of your lecturers as you were coming up to your exams?
Yes.
As you had the optimism.
It's no joke.
Optimism, but
guys, you will be fine, but just keep that in mind. And everybody's like, oh wow.
I do feel like we are a step ahead of where we were last week, so that's good. And we've still got 12 days, probably a bit more than that, 12, 13 days.
So I think where I'm hearing the gaps are that...
The knowledge.
Well, actually, I'm just thinking I'm not sure the playlist is long enough to carry us. How long is the whole race?
40 minutes probably, plus 5 laps.
Yeah.
45 minutes?
Yeah. What if it rains?
Yeah, what happens if it rains? Did it cool off?
No, that's the best if it rains.
So
not for you guys, but for me.
So maybe you can put the parasol, actually.
Yeah, now you're talking the
if
parasol.
If it rains, that's it. You're out in it, guys. So.
Yeah. I think the parasol works well.
It's brilliant if it rains. More bike washing. You get more for your money being the pit crew because you're only really going to be pit crew for 40, 45 minutes. So you want to get the most out of it, really, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, if you don't do a bike change by the end of it,
you'll be disappointed.
I'm gonna be so upset.
That could actually happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
And every time you have to walk, so not only there's going to be the pits usually sit in the middle of the course, so you can get your bike from both sides. So if nothing happens, the very most you will do is stand with the bike on one side. I'll ignore you because I'm not going to swap. You'll walk over casually to the other side of the pits. I'll ignore you again. And that will happen as many times as I go around. So sort of 16 ignores.
The thing is...
walk?
Yeah. I tell you what, depending on the shape of the...
I thought you just stand there and look pretty.
We might basically be doing like a beep test. We're going to be running from one side of this pits to the other, depending on the size of it and the speed of Gemma. Getting to the other side, only for her to ride past, for us to turn around and sweatily run back the other side in our clogs and our foam fingers, trying to push a bike.
I have a better idea. Why don't you just get a third person in the pit, and the third person stands at the other side, and we just stand at our side,
but
looking pretty.
I'm not sure there's enough room in the van.
We also need
there's a person who would not sleep in the van. Oh. Like, it's just Mike and me.
Yeah.
I don't mind just you two. I asked you to. I like you two.
Oh, really?
I'm reasonably
there was
confident.
A big pause. There was a really
and I'm
big
reasonably
pause
confident in you two.
Oh my goodness.
Brilliant. Well, do you know what? I think we'll just have to see how it pans out. To be fair, though, if we don't get ourselves in the photos, I'm going to be really, really upset.
By the way, did we ever say like, "Oh, well done for qualifying. We are happy"?
I didn't actually have to qualify. I just entered.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Did we have to qualify?
No.
No.
I just entered, and they. Well, I mean, they
Well,
could.
we're proud of you. Anyways, nobody needs to know
Yeah.
about this. So, listeners, please just ignore everything Gemma said. Well done, Gemma. We are really proud of you.
We are.
To be fair, we don't know what goes on in the background. I assume that I just got that immediate qualification, but they could have been looking at my results. I haven't done that much, checking, see what I've done before. Thought, who may she have as pit crew that's going to turn up and make us look really good, and then said, yes, we'll take her.
Good point. I mean, Gem, let's think back. Where did you come in the National Gravel Champs?
Oh, second.
Where did you come in your previous CX race?
The one before that one.
Oh, when I won it?
Yeah,
Won
you
one?
won one, yeah.
I won one, when there was no podium.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I even went to watch, and then there was no podium.
The only race I've
I
ever
can't
won.
even believe you didn't even get anything. You didn't even get like a handshake or like a, like a high five
Hang on, wait a
or
sec,
like a
wait a sec.
little.
Hang on. Was it really a race, Gem, or was it just a
No, it
series of
was.
people
It's a
on
proper
the...
race, yeah.
Oh, right. Good.
No, we went to watch it actually, and they didn't get anything. Not even a pair of socks or something.
Well, that's pretty poor. You've got to take that anger and channel it into these champs. Oh, that's a good point. If do you need us to help psych you up? Get yourself ready in the zone.
We can go out for dinner the night before.
Yeah, cool. We can do that.
McDonald's.
Are you won't be drinking alcohol the night before your race, I suppose?
No.
Okay, well, we can make sure that happens.
That you two don't drink alcohol the night before the race.
Oversleeping.
We will just make sure that
No, it's the main thing. It's early. It's a 9 o'clock start on the grid.
Hang on, nobody told me about that. I thought it would be like a 2 o'clock
It
start.
normally is, to be fair, 2 o'clock. But this is because I'm not sure. I guess because it's the Masters.
So the UCI World Champs.
So
men are probably racing in the afternoon.
So let me get this straight.
So no.
We're going to be at the UCI World Champs event next to the bus that contains the Belgians and the great things that's going on. We're going to crawl out the back of a van dressed as Luigi and Mario with foam fingers, clogs, stinking of alcohol, and probably still drunk.
I think you get a pass, though. You're going to have a lanyard and a pass. They've made them look really good, actually, and I think yours will say...
The only reason why
pass.
I do all of this, I'm unofficial. Get me out of here. I'm stuck.
So when we're dressed like that, you think that's going to make us look professional?
Yeah, the lanyard.
The lanyard will do it all.
I think Niels was going to apply for a media pass.
Yeah, I was, but then you had to apply for some kind of... You had to prove some kind of liability insurance or something, so they won't get any photos.
Oh. You'll be too busy in the pits, don't worry
It
about
was
that.
£2.50 or something.
Well, you don't want to spend that kind
No.
of money. No, that's just
I will bring
ridiculous.
my camera anyways.
Yeah.
But you haven't got a pass?
But I have a pit pass.
Okay, yeah.
So
You won't have time to... Yeah, okay. You can take some photos.
Yeah.
I have a plan in the back of my head.
Oh, God. That's always a worry. You've got a plan in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that, I don't know if you might have to cut this, I don't know, but even Nathan from the Velo Bands, he's also racing, I heard.
Oh, yeah, there is lots of people that I know racing, which is great.
That's
Actually, it's
fantastic.
mostly British people.
Is
But
it
there is people
are they
from
all-
abroad as well.
all racing on Saturday, or is it also racing on
No,
Sunday?
some of them are racing on Sunday.
Oh, otherwise we could have
There
offered
is
our
as
pit
well,
support for other
um,
teams as well.
Yeah.
There is like a support event on the Sunday. I can't remember what it's called, like the special championships or
Now you're
something
talking.
on
That's
the
more
That's
up our
That's us.
street, mate. Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to have to look it up.
It's us,
Yeah,
I guess.
If you wanted to stay another night in the van.
It depends on how the first one went.
I don't think my liver could handle it because we'll have to go out and get drunk again.
You're not getting drunk.
We have to drive home also at some point.
Oh yeah, no shit.
You'll actually be home by lunch.
Yeah, that's it. I'll be home by 1 o'clock, fast asleep on the sofa. No problem.
Okay, well, I think
I'm
we've
not sure
got it.
why
I think
not.
we've got it for this week. I'm happy. I'm confident. I've got a race on Sunday, so I've got a bit of pre-warm up race at Hillingdon on Sunday. So
Okay, so
I think we'd already worked out you guys weren't available to do a practice pit, which is a shame.
I could come and watch maybe.
And do the pits.
No, I have the kids with me.
Oh, how about you sort of watch what other people do in the pits?
Yeah.
And pick up some top tips, see what kind of music they're playing, what outfits they're wearing.
I have a feeling that they will be all very boring.
You don't know that?
I don't know.
They're British.
One thing we
They
are
like
missing, though, cowbells. We need
Yeah, you
cowbells.
definitely need those.
Oh.
I'm
Like
not really sure how
the
you're
big
going to
ones
handle
or
all
the
of this
little ones?
equipment.
The big ones. So the big ones, just for those people listening, can't see your hand action. I mean, you literally went shoulder width apart with your hands when you said the big ones.
Yeah, like like a proper cow, or like the little ones that we know here from English and.
Now Niels is
races.
doing the international sign of an English lady ringing a bell for her butler. Like, it's not that small. It's like, yeah, somewhere in between the two, I think, really.
Okay, let's get some big ones.
Yeah. Big ones. Right, so now we're dressed as Mario and Luigi with capes, wearing clogs, foam fingers, and carrying cowbells the size of our torsos.
Yeah.
Good. We'll be set for you, Gem. No
Totally
problems.
happy. Completely happy.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I didn't expect anything else, really. So, yeah, happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all good. This is all good. Well, look, so for listeners who, if there is a listener left at this point in our podcast.
I honestly think a lot of listeners were like, oh, wow. After 2 minutes, what the hell?
That's what I thought, to be honest.
Exactly.
So if you enjoyed this kind of show, slightly different to usual.
Yeah, see your doctor.
No,
After
please
medication.
send us a message. Or post it on Instagram stories, or send us an email.
No, don't post if you didn't like it. I don't want
No,
to
not if you didn't like it. You only send us a message, or take us if you liked it, and let us know if you liked it.
Yeah, okay.
But if
Just
you didn't
don't say
like it,
anything if you didn't.
Don't tell us.
So if you did like this format, send us an email and let us know.
That's the best thing.
Yeah. So that's if there is anybody still listening.
That's actually slightly worrying because then we won't ever have any guests.
This is true. But
yeah.
so the next episode you will hear will probably be something from the World Champs, either all the unanswered questions. I want to add an element of jeopardy here. Will Gemma win the Old People's World Championships in cyclocross?
It's only 35 and over.
35 and over. Will Niels and I be a successful pit crew for Gemma?
And if you do win, do you get a rainbow jersey?
It's the pit crew. No.
No, not you guys. Me.
Oh. Yeah, you get a rainbow jersey
I don't
and
think I
white
do.
bib shorts.
I'm not sure about that, if I'm honest. That should have been my job to investigate.
Yeah.
If you win, you will get a veloccino jersey with rainbow bands on it.
Oh, would you make me one? What if I don't win?
Then you don't.
Oh.
It's relatively easy.
But you get to keep our used clogs and foam fingers
Yeah.
as a memento. So yeah, and who knows? We might even do a recording from the van, just so that everyone can hear about how good the setup is that Niels has provided, how warm and toasty it is.
Definitely. I think you will definitely get a recording from the van. By the way, we are really good in promising to bring up some recordings later, and we never do. Like, you remember when we spoke to Izzy and Lucy about the GB Duro, we told them, our listeners, that we would record with them afterwards. We never did.
Well, no, we haven't yet.
It will come. It will come. Obviously, it will come.
Absolutely.
And anyways, but this won't be the next episode, because we potentially, listeners, have a really, really cool episode that we might record before that. You guys don't even know about it
No,
yet.
I don't know about this.
News to me.
But we will speak to the author of the book Reading to Reading about his cycling journey around the world.
Oh, that's what's his name?
Yeah, that one.
Yes. Oh, his name.
Don't give away the guest name.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll leave that within jeopardy. So,
however, if you want to find out, go to Amazon and look for Reading to Reading for the book.
Buy it.
And
Get
buy it.
ready. Prep for the podcast.
Indeed. Oh, now I'm very excited. So we might have that before we then travel to the World Champs. We will then give you recordings from what's going on down at the pits, and then I'm sure we'll have a post-race debrief where
Definitely
Gemma
a
will be
debrief.
able to give us marks out of 10 for our pit crewing
And collect my jersey.
and collect the jersey.
Collect the
Like
jersey.
1 in a million chance. Actually, I think 1 in 12. That's how many people are in my category.
12.
That's it.
I think
12
so.
Brits?
Yeah. No, 12 in total.
12 in total.
So I've got a 1 in 12 chance.
That's really not too bad.
There's going to be more than 12 people doing the race.
Out of interest, are the mechanics allowed to do stuff to the... I mean,
No,
is
the
it,
other
is,
people's bikes, no.
it's not like there is like the mechanics having a fight in the middle, trying to like ruin each other's bikes
No.
whilst
no.
you lot are racing around. Okay.
No, and you're not going to get penalised if you make changes to your bike. It's not F1 style.
If you have any German competitors, by the way, and you need to communicate with them, I can translate.
I don't know what I'd want to communicate.
I don't know.
On your left.
On your left.
Right. Well, so let's try the second educational point that we can actually provide out this podcast to the remaining listener, who by this point is probably asleep. But
My mum might be still on.
yeah, okay, that's good. Well, this is
This is the bit your mum will understand.
this is the bit
Oh,
that
yeah.
is of no use to your mother whatsoever. So, how do you say "on your left" in German?
I don't know.
Do they actually say on your left, though? Because they don't
No,
change it around because it's on your right.
Yeah.
So, how do you say on?
Yeah, I think.
You really don't know how to say it.
Well, I know
You're
how to say it, but I
German.
don't know if I never cycled like in this capacity in Germany.
Did you?
So I don't
Are
know
you
if
telling
they
me
used
you've
to say-
never overtaken somebody on a bike in
No, I don't
Germany?
know.
Germany.
Yeah.
That's
me
probably more likely.
let me think about it. It might be
I thought the
What do
words
people
are just the words.
What do people say to you as they're cycling past you, Niels?
auf rechts, auf links.
What does that mean?
On the left, on the right.
Yeah.
Even my basic German tells me that one.
But I'm not sure if this is what you say actually. Maybe just like
Über die Kreuzung.
über die
die
Brücke
Ecke.
da hinten links.
Die Ecke. Über die Kreuzung.
No, I
Nehmen
think
Sie die erste Straße links.
I have to Google that actually. Maybe you say something in the line of like I overtake you or something. In a very
Yeah,
rough
you don't. They
tone.
probably don't. They don't specify left or right. I'm coming through.
Yeah. Coming through.
That's too British. Far too British.
Ich überhole. I'm overtaking. Maybe.
Is it not just
Potentially. Let's find out.
Rouse?
I'm definitely keen to find out.
Or can we maybe speak to international people?
Well, we thought we were speaking to an international person. It turns out it doesn't even know how to say
Oh,
on
yeah.
your left
You
in his
are
own bloody
international.
language.
No, I'm British.
I know, but you're international.
Kind of.
You've not,
Yeah, but I mean at the event.
Yeah, of course we'll speak to other people.
Okay, if they want to speak to us.
Yeah, we'll speak to 11 other people for a start.
You know what we are going to do? We just get the pit crew accreditation
hmm
and then we Photoshop it and just change it to media. Or
Oh, the
press.
badge thing. Yeah.
Or to,
I don't know. It's actually
Or
quite
even to
professional.
like something like proper, like president.
I don't
Yeah.
really know what's more important than pit crew.
That's true, right?
No, I think you're fine. I
think
think it's
pit
the
crew is-
highest.
I was just going to say pit crew, I think, is the pinnacle.
By the way, back in Germany, I had a friend who was called Pitt.
Really? Was
Yeah.
his surname Crew?
No, but this is a name, Pitt.
Oh.
Yeah. And on that bombshell, we will. Well, in our next episodes, there's a lot for you, for the listener to look forward to. Will Gemma win the World Championships for the old people?
Most likely not.
Will Niels and I crash and burn in our first attempts at being pit crew?
Most likely not.
Will Niels and I spoon in the van?
Most likely.
Most likely.
Don't even know what that means.
Spoon. It's all right. I'll show you. Now, I guess to our one listener, we'll say thank you for getting this far.
Thanks, Mum.
And we will see you all next time, or be with you next time on the Veloccino podcast.
Okay.
Where?
We have to do a
Best-
proper ending here.
Okay, all right.
I like it because we leave this in.
Yeah. Proper ending. All right.
Don't ask me because I always forget what to say.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So, okay, here we go. If you would like to follow us on... if you would like to follow us on Instagram, you can find us at veloccino.com. If you would like to buy any of the most fabulous socks in the world, you can also find those on the shop at veloccino.com. You can follow us on Instagram and everywhere else, and you can also keep up with the antics of Gemma, Niels and myself as we work our way through this World Championships, and hopefully there'll be some amusing stuff at least online. As for now, I guess it's time for us to try and go away and rethink our plans and get ourselves prepped for these World Champs, because the best stories have not yet been written.